started here on a second year YTS in 1988. I was based at Roker Park initially, and then we bought the Charlie Hurley Centre, I think it was a year later, which timed it well for me to get full-time employment, because my scheme was finishing the same time as we purchased the Charlie Hurley Centre. And it's pretty intense. It can be, but we've got a good set of lads. Like I say, we've got experience mixed with trainees. And don't get us wrong, even in the League One and the Championship, you've got to have a standard of pitch. It's not just it's Premier League. You've got to have a decent standard, no matter what league you're in. But when you do, especially now with the investment that's going on, it's welcome. We've luckily never lost this session.
More up there, because Prop mentioned it was dry. He said, has it been cut this morning? Yeah, it's been cut, brush.
Should we get some on there now while we're waiting?
You'll see us on a match day and stuff, like hitting the grass where we're divoting and stuff, and take the goals down after the warm-ups and everything. But all the stuff that they don't really tend to see, like the cutting it and fertilise and feed and just make sure it's the best surface it can be for the lads. I always had a season ticket holder, and then joined here around 10-11 months ago, and it's been like my dream job really. So the pride every day when I come in and having the badge on and everything just means like so much. Same size as Wembley, isn't it?
Is that what their dimension is? Is that what they are?
It's weird because you do the outer by metres and the inner obviously by yards, 18 yards and stuff. 6 yards.
Isn't it? People have this perception that Wembley's this massive pitch. It's not like.
Yeah, it's because they've got the ball around it, haven't they?
It just gives you the illusion it is, but it's not like, because ultimately you can still only be within the rules of the game anyway.
Yeah.
So it can't be that big.
So this is daily business for us. We'll come over, see the coaches, make sure the first team have got everything they need, everything from goals to water to equipment, and just make sure the session runs as smoothly as possible. And growing up, I went to as many games as possible. I collected all the stickers, I played all the managing and football games I could. So just to be here on a daily basis, mingling with some of the people that I used to idolise, it's just great. Yeah, I loved Kevin Ball, and Michael Proctor was one of my favourite players as well. So to be coming and chatting with him and setting up training for him on a daily basis it's mad, absolutely mad. I used to play in the Russell Foster League, which is why he was one of my idols. And presentations, he used to come and present you with trophies, and it was just mad that he's here today, and I'll chat with him.
I've been here nearly 19 years now. I think I started when Roy Keane was here, and I think we just got promoted, and I started the next day. There's quite a lot of detail. There's more than just cutting the grass. There's a lot of chemicals get applied, fertilisers. We have to check the height of cut all the time, because they like a certain height. We've got a Clegg hammer here with us, which I use to check the impact levels, so we can test whether it's too hard or too soft. Then we'll probably aerate it to get rid of the compaction. If the surface was too hard, that would be more strain on their knees, on the back, where you'd end up with more injuries. So we just have to keep it at the right sort of firmness, so the ball runs better, just make the pitch more slick. We do a lot of scarifying to try and keep the grass sort of thinner, so it's not too thick. If it's too thick, that'll slow the ball down as well. So it's merely keeping the height right, just pro cord, things like that really. We get a lot of feedback from the coaches after training sessions and after the game at the stadium, see if there's anything else we can do to help them with the performance on the pitch. Well, this is the Clegg hammer. Haven't really changed much over the years. This is what we use to test the impact values of the surface. So that's reading at about 90, which we try and get it between 90 and 100. That's where we aim to get for the compaction. So that's the impact value. What we normally do is we'll do maybe about 20, 25 and work out what the average is, and that'll decide whether what we need to do to either if it needs to be compacted or normally pro quarter relief compaction. It's very rare that it is too soft. We haven't found that very often. This is the prism which we use to measure the height of cut. It also shows us how clean the cut is as well. So it sort of just magnifies it a little bit. It just kind of shows you how clean the cut is, and it shows you what millimetre it was cut at. So it show this to the coaches if they sort of said it was too long or things like that. Like you see, they use it on a match day as well, just to test the height of cut. So the robot, it's all worked off GPS. It's kind of just like looking at a Google Earth image. You tell it what you want it to do. If you want to be really technical, you can start putting sort of badges on, wording, things like that. You just tell it what you want it to do, what dimensions are, and it will just drive around and do it. It's called RoboDut, because I used to do all the marketing, and the lads call us Dut all the time, so that's what's being nicknamed now. So it's not as good as me though. Still do a straighter line than the robot.
It's like you get this pitch to a standard on a match day, and you just want the win. And there's no worse when you've got that pitch looking so good you didn't get it, because as a fan you're a little bit like, oh well, fair enough then. Do you know what I mean though? But we've got a certain standard, and the lads know the crack. We've got a set routine on the match days. Basically we know what we're doing on a match day. If somebody's missing, somebody fills the gap, and that's what it's all about. It's all about teamwork.
So I'm from Seaham. First games I went to was probably about 2007, 2008 was when I first started going, and I had a season ticket until I started working here, so I'd say about 15 years I was a season ticket holder.
So I started in League One, probably the lowest part of the club, and to see them come back up to the Premier League's it's a real privilege. Well, some people obviously said we'll never get back there, do you know what I mean? But I always had faith, and it was great to be here, part of the club, to do it. Well, through the week at the minute we'll be cutting every day, fertilising, scarifying, verticutting, pro corn. It's a lot of work goes into it. So today, with it being a Friday, I will take the lights off, put them outside ready for cutting.
We have to cut at a certain height, so we're cutting at 23mm. That's what the players like it at, that's what the coaches like it at. I think over on the first team's pitch at the academy they've got it even lower. I think it's at about 21mm or 22mm. So yeah, they like it really low, get the ball moving. That's just the way they play. It's modern day football though, isn't it? They like the grass really short so they can keep possession, play fast passes across the ground.
Well, when I first started I would feel a bit pressure, but now it's like a privilege to prepare such a good playing surface for the players. I really enjoy it. Well, when we win on a Saturday, it's not just the first team who's won, it's the whole club, isn't it? Everyone plays a part of it, it's great.
I take huge pride. It's a huge responsibility looking after the pitch, and I work here with my dad at the stadium, so to work with him so closely in such a huge environment this season in the Premier League, it's one of the biggest stages in the world. It's just an honour really to be, cutting the pitch, looking after it, making sure it's like ready for these big Premier League games. It's massive. It means so much to us. So my dad's been the stadium groundsman. He's worked in the stadium for I think about 27, 28 years now. So yeah, he knows more than anyone when it comes to getting a game ready for the players. Yeah.
Not a bad point really at the end of the day, but I'd have been happier with 3. But you know, we've got a big game again on Saturday. As you can see, we're doing the pitch here now. It's getting on, it's nearly past 11 o'clock. So we're back again in the morning. Divots, got the lights on, spray it with a bit of iron, and then give it a couple of days rest, and we'll be ready to go again Saturday morning. Getting it cut again, marked, ready for Arsenal at tea time.